Whenever you want to get charged, you must go into meditation. In your worldly activity, in your physical activity, in your mental activity, in your intellectual activity, you have to expend a lot of energy to get the work done. When you are doing work, the energy is getting discharged. And gradually you will come at a low point of energy. Then that is the time for you to recharge yourself through closing your eyes and observing your breathing. Normal, natural, easy, soft, simple, tender, peaceful, tranquil breathing. The science of meditation says when you are with the breath, the mind becomes empty. The mind is the barrier between outside energy and body's energy. So when the mind becomes empty, that outside energy flows into the body. No doctor, no medicine, nothing is required. We are all gods. So right from headache to cancer, all things would vanish once you are sitting comfortably and closing your eyes and observing your breathing. No mantras whatsoever. So when you are with the breath, the vast energy, they flow into the body's vessel and all problems vanish, A to Z. All questions are answered, A to Z. You just need to close your eyes in your own home and keep observing the breathing. The mind wanders, but bring it back to the breath. After some time of this ding-dong battle, then you stay with the breath. The science of meditation is the mother of all other sciences. The science of the spirit is the source of all other sciences of matter. Everything is psychosomaticity. That is what we learn in spiritual science.
Good morning and good evening, everyone. Welcome to day 8 of our 11th day journey. We are so happy to have you all here. A warm welcome to Sonal ma'am. Thank you for joining us once again. Over to you, ma'am.
Good morning, dear friends and masters. Thank you, Bhavya. And good evening here in the West. Very warm welcome. I hope everyone's having a good weekend. I am. I was excited. I'm here with all of you today. We so far have learned about mindfulness, being with the breath, and the video is so powerful that once we understand the science of breath and how it connects to us, how it is a foundation to everything that we've come here to learn and experience, and how important it is to be mindful and not take things for granted. Natural health wasn't this difficult. In today's world, it has become a privilege having a, integrative medicine physician or a natural physical health, which used to be the norm of life, right? We tell our patients every day, sleep well, eat well, exercise, but who's telling us? And we've been pouring from, if not an empty cup, a cup with a lot of holes, right? So we cannot meditate away the body that is abused. We treat our body as a taxi for the brain. We treat body as a vehicle to carry our brain to work. But, truly, after practicing everything that we are trying to learn, and we know this, but when you realize that, our body is truly a foundation in this three-dimensional reality, So if this body is in stress, it's inflamed, it's acidic, sleep deprived, no amount of positive thinking or affirmation is going to work. Physical intelligence is listening, right, to the body. And stress that is created by our mind, it doesn't stay in the mind. It's stored in our body in terms of, those hips and those knees and those lumbar back and our neck, our tissues everywhere. Becomes like a tight shoulders and, shallow breathing, gut issues, poor sleep. We know, of course, the lifestyle, the kind of food we are eating, amount of chemicals we're ingesting, all of that also plays a key role. But we know intellectually, all the healthcare providers know, but we ignore it because of the increased demand. We work long hours, keep up with our families, our society, whatever we've committed to. Uh, and it is the number one, issue in today's world. So once we're connected to our breath, number one, it's automatic and it's under your control. And in my personal life, I know that whenever I lose it, where, you kind of, you're upset or you're in a state of shock or you're in a state of, oh my gosh, how am I going to do this? It could be something simple as cleaning the house when the guests are coming or any of that, whatever can cause that trigger. I sit down, have a glass of water, be with my breath, and then I'm completely thinking differently. And that's when you see our family members when they have OCDs, where we're just not even realizing and we're just thinking that we need to be doing this, because that's how we have trained our mind to do it. Natural health is not complicated, it's forgotten. Breathe right. 90% of us, do chest breathing, and we all know that when we take nice, deep, relaxing belly breath, it activates our vagus nerve. So when you pay attention, just sitting one time and see, are you breathing from your chest or are you really breathing from your abdomen? So it makes you more mindful of these little, interventions. Sleep as medicine. 7 hours is not a luxury. And if you're not a meditator, I truly say that, sleep is almost like a night ICU where you're just sleeping in for recovery. When we wake up in the morning, somebody who's not meditating and we feel fresh. Why? Because we're automatically connected to the pranic energy and everything that we need for day to work, it works. But in today's world, we are working in an accelerated mode most of the time, where we don't even realize that we think that multitasking is the way. In addition to everything else that we're doing, now the public, like the media, takes over our life. Earlier it was just TV. Now we have, YouTube and all these channels. And so how much energy we are losing, they say 80% of our energy is lost by eyes and 10% from our hands and legs, right? That's why we cross our fingers, clasp our hands and cross our legs. So that way we are making as a closed circuit for our energy. And of course, how much eye is strained also with these lights and everything. So what are we doing as a healthcare provider for our own selves? What is our remedy besides sleeping? Of course, most of us either walk or exercise or at least aware of that. You care for others. We care for our family members, for our patients, for our community. So it starts with our own body and our own mind. It's not, body is not the way in your purpose, but it is your purpose because that's what gives you a foundation in this three-dimensional reality. They say, right, healthy doctor, healthy patient, healthy world. have an apple a day and keep a doctor away. I say do a meditation a day and keep all the diseases away. So much for that. It's not anything we don't know, but I think it's just a gentle reminder for all of us. And also, so that once, as we do, everyone around sees what we do, and it speaks for itself. So let me share. Let's For those of you who have joined 40 days, they probably have seen this, beautiful PowerPoint. It does matter, our energy and performance. We start with a fresh day, but how is your energy level in the afternoon after having a lunch at 2 p.m. or a late evening administrative meeting at the end of the evening? Are you just dragging through your day? Your health, your energy, your performance. As we know, instead of working, people enjoyed what they do and we're always looking forward to working. But now the burnout rate is so much that everybody's just waiting. Either they can get the Medicare and, Mediclaim at 65 here, or have put everything away. And I've seen so many of my own friends, no more work 100%. They all have cut down to either 80%, 60%. I mean, of course, the healthcare where it's never the patients, right? You and I both know that. It's always the administration, the amount of demand that is demanded for each provider. Same burnout for nurses also, because everybody wants more for their buck, right? So we live in that world, and it's not just, it's across the board. I mean, I've heard before this, even in IT industry, they're working day and night trying to combine different worlds together. So it's not, how come in olden days people didn't do that? They were nothing like 60% work or 80% work, right? People worked forever because they enjoyed what they do. And so how do I say that you don't cut back to what you're doing? No, that's not what I'm here for. What I'm trying to say is that, why is it happening? We make the decision based on that present moment where we are. But at the same time, what could we do to accelerate all these three things? It doesn't matter, whether even though if you're burnt out and you haven't taken care of your mental health, even though you're at home, you're going to get more sicker because now you're not actively involved anywhere. When you're working, at least you're actively involved, you're moving. So that is why it matters. Just by being home and thinking that, okay, I've backed off on my work and it's going to help me. No. And we all know this, but I still always like to remind myself. We just, I'm sure everybody knows about Masaru Emoto, who's done this beautiful experiment for those of you who are watching on YouTube or getting these later in the day, I'm still going to talk about this, that he did an experiment with his students where he got these bottle of waters and everybody poured it into a cup. And some of the students were very grateful. They kind of truly, with the feeling, thank you so much for nourishing me. I love you. I thank you. And then some of them were told to say bad words and, that you're stupid, you're this, something negative, basically, something unpleasant. And they checked under the microscope the images that the water created. When you said thank you, the wisdom, the truth, eternal. If all of you have seen the experiment, even on a sandboard, if you put in a music, with the music, he creates these patterns. So that kind of shows that how it is responded, right? Coming from the East, we kind of know the power of the Nad, right? The Om and everything. We believe that it's created from there. But we have the capacity, if we silence the chaos of our mind, we are able to tune into these. You will hear some people who's having energy body experiences, they're able to hear different music, different sound, because they're able to get out of their body. With their subtle body, they're able to even move in the universe and have, and we know this, right? I mean, but now realizing that you have the same capacity to do it, but we don't believe, first of all, in ourselves that we're capable of doing it, that we are energy beings. So how beautiful is that? So if that's why I remember in Jainism, like in our homes, they always, when my grandma was there, we always change water in the evening. Or if there's a big family dinner we're having, they will never keep water in the center of the table. Because sometimes there's all these discussions, chaoses. I never understood that. I said, well, I don't know why they changed the water, but they will not, or even if it's there, it'll always be covered because it soaks all the energy, everything that you're speaking, everything that you are thinking, because it's not even about talking, but the energy that you're radiating. Is it loving? Is it grateful? Is it healing? Is it thankful? So it's so important to have, in olden days, people put flowers and lighted a diya candle around the water because that water is being nourished to the whole entire family. And now we just drink straight from the tap, right? So, and we understand that everything is so science-based that we have lost. So the reason for this is that way we are more mindful. We remind each other, of every word we're speaking, every feeling that we're having, because 80% of our brain is water, 70% of our body is water. So everything we surround ourselves with, everything we see, we hear, we consume becomes us. And that is why we be more mindful of the energy. And also sometimes, you go to a places where you don't have a control. What do you do then? So you at least powerful enough to protect your aura, when you realize it. For example, I had asked, one of the gurus that, okay, if you go to a like a casino, right? I mean, we have friends who come or somebody coming from India, we usually take them. And I said, now I kind of thinking twice that everybody's depressed, smoking, everybody's like not in a good energy field. Why am I to go there? Should I avoid it? So it's such a beautiful answer I got. He's saying, no, you think of it this way. The universe wants you to carry your beautiful light right there. So you become the light in that darkness. So I always remind myself that sometimes if you're, into those kind of places, you remind yourself there's a reason why you're called. So I just thought I'd share that. Everything is energy communication, and I see that with, my mother. I always go back to my mother. Not that, as I'm growing older or getting more experiences, I'm realizing how fortunate and how blessed I am to have the parents that I have because they did everything without talking to us. They didn't have all these words and all these classes and these lessons. They lived those values, and we lived in a cosmopolitan area in Mumbai. So all our neighbors were non-Gujaratis, and still my house was the base for everyone. Any functions, any festivals, everybody's in our home. Because my mother, the heart was so full of love. She shared everything that she had, and most of the time didn't even speak their language, but the language of heart. They say language of heart. When we radiate so much love and togetherness, it's just so infectious. And you'll see that we meet some people, and you feel so good. Even though you're meeting them first time, it's their magnetic field is so loving and so pure. we've all seen this, somebody's late, some presentation is not done. We always think of, oh, yeah, they should have done it on time. We blame, we overload ourselves. There's always these differences, conflict. And all of that truly changes into more understanding that it's okay, it didn't happen. What could I do to accomplish this? Maybe next time we want to do it this way. How beautifully, when our mind is in the right state, we can change things around us. Especially today's children, there's so much expected, and we see that we meet with a car accident, and all these, I feel we have blamed these hormones, cortisol and adrenalines, but those are all good hormones also. We need them. The body it's created for it. The problem is it's overused. It's supposed to be our defense mechanism, when we go to a flight and fight mode. It's supposed to protect us, but now we have living in a world where we are always in that mode without even realizing. And what happens then when you're in that flight and fight mode? We know as providers that our body is working, it's compromised. The blood circulation is definitely compromised. At a cellular level, you have only two stages. One is where you're thriving and growing, and the other one is where you're repair mode, right? So when we are, into flight and fight mode most of the time, then what is happening? The body thinks that we are in the repair mode. It's never growing, no matter how much turmeric we eat or how much dates and almonds and whatever we are having. You think really it's going to increase your immune system if you're always under the stress? No. And how many times we are mindful of it also, so I always remind myself that at the end of the day, nothing matters more than me being with my breath. And it's okay. I'm not a superwoman. I did my best and I keep doing my best. That's all it is. So as we know, I'm not going to take much time over it. We know what this happens, the moment, like we meet with a car accident, we're kind of firing ourselves. But instead of that, if you just take that few seconds and, have a nice slow 2 to 3 breaths, it's okay. It happened. It happened to me. I was rear-ended and I didn't even realize, I was flushing, I was hot, and then it was a little kid who fell asleep who was behind me. I'm at the stop sign and he just fell asleep and just kept going. And I remember that if it was before meditation, I probably would have been so much, did I get a, neck splash or what happened? I took nice, slow, deep breaths and the guy got so scared that he ran away. And I was like, why is he running away? And I kept following him because I needed his, it was my brand new car. That's another thing. Yeah. It was my new electric car on a third day this happened. And then I realized his house was just in the next subdivision. He just wanted his parents around it, and it all worked out. But so I do see a big difference when you understand mindfulness and you start practicing actively, being with your breath, if nothing else, in addition to everything else we're doing. It definitely, helps, and our body is less out of balance. And we all know that, when meditation we're doing on a regular basis, it, lowers stress by activating our parasympathetic nervous system. It brings so much calmness, so much rest, deactivates your flight and fight mode, develops self-compassion. You'll see that we all have compassion, all good feelings. But truly, when you are truly meditating, it'll definitely have more self-compassion, reduces mental rumination. And this has taken a lot of attention in the media about, longevity and how it, meditation repairs our body. We know that it, elevates our immune system. And we've seen that, telomeres, when the cells divide, it shortens its length, right? It's a natural aging. But Dr. Chopra, and if you can look up Khan Academy of Telomeres, it has such beautiful research that when somebody is meditating every day with aging, when you compare it with the control group who are not meditators, keeping all other, at control, the people who are meditating, their length of the telomeres naturally, longer. And we also know that it's not just for aging, but when we are into the accelerated telomere, shortening because of the lifestyle that we live, we are unknowingly doing short telomeres syndrome, which also increases risk for our cardiovascular health, our lung disease, premature aging. When patients have cancer, that telomerase enzyme is secreted. So by doing meditation, there's so much help, and naturally you are gaining that younghood, your natural aging. And we've seen this. I'd gone for a medical camp, and I saw these ladies from villages. They were in 30s and 40s, but they were looking as if they're 60 years old because of malnutrition, because of stress on their body. I was surprised. I was like, oh my God, I thought, they were like 50s and 60s, and then these ladies are 36 and 34. And that's what happens, and we all know this. It's just a gentle reminder. So the research, I think we've all seen this, meditation and reprogramming, how thoughts with neural networks, hormonal centers. It's just going more in detail about what really happens we all know. So as a healthcare provider, just for our people who are not in healthcare, every time our cell divides, the telomeres, shorten. It's a natural way, natural phenomenon. But when we are meditating at a cellular level, those telomeres have shown increased length. And as we are aging, why is it important? Because that determines the, the death of the cell. So, we want that to be longer and longer and longer so we can have more experiences, enjoy these, journey on Mother Earth here. And I think everybody knows this experiment about laughter. There's laughing yoga that a lot of people do. People have forgotten to really be around the table and, have laughter. I've seen all children in today's age, they're just on the phones or laughing on these jokes. But when is the time you remember where you're really sitting in a room full of people and then they're joking and then you're laughing? So if you're doing that, we want to have more of those communities where we're away from cell phones, and instead of laughing on some videos, we are talking and laughing and having that communication. Because all this is natural way of, boosting our immunity. Acceptance, the analytical mind. So everything again starts, how do we stop our analytical mind? By acceptance, accepting everything and everyone as is, which is, I think, one of the most difficult. Whenever I still have differences with somebody that you live close with, I said, if I just accept them as they are, that's fine, belief, our belief system, and surrendering, right? I had always heard this surrender prayer also we have, but truly understand what surrender really means. What are you surrendering to? Having that knowledge. I did my first meditation program in 1992 in Mumbai. We did Art of Living. And just like everyone else, enjoyed for a while, but never understood the science behind all of it. This is all simple language. But once I understood, why we're doing what we're doing, that's when things started to change. So much for that, dear friends and masters. We all know this, so just also to start with our physical body first, with, body, mind, and spirit together. So let's all Take a comfortable position. Thank you all for your patience in listening and connecting today. And we'll be getting ready to do our breath mindfulness meditation together. So please close your eyes, relax your body. We'll start with heart elevation. Think of the best moment. Both your hands on your chest area. Remove your glasses or smart watches if you're wearing some. So grateful for this moment, this journey with all of you, and connecting to our internet.
Dear friends, dear masters, with your specs removed, eyes closed, keep your hands in your chest area. And resting your attention on your sacred heart. And can you feel your beautiful heart? Feel the center of all emotions, nurturing all life. With its higher vibration of love, compassion, kindness, gratitude. Can you recollect an experience from your past? Or simply imagine to be living an experience of higher emotions of love, deep joy, gratitude.
Relive that moment and feel that energy. The more you experience, this higher emotions and energy of love, compassion, the more coherent you become. With all things and everyone. We are all deeply interconnected. Deep inside, we are specks of energy connected to each other. Yourself to direct this energy, to spread this energy to everyone and everything on this planet, to help them elevate themselves. Where your attention goes, there your energy flows. Feel. And slowly, let's go into breath mindfulness meditation. With your fingers into fingers, hands comfortably rested in your lap. Observe your normal, natural in-breath and the out-breath. going into powerful group meditation, dear friends. Observe your natural in-breath and the out-breath. When you observe your breath, your mind becomes empty. The mind is becoming empty. We experience greater emptiness. That calmness inside of you, all around you. it is natural to have thought. When you recognize your thinking, go back to observing your breath and allow yourself to go into the deeper states of calmness, emptiness. As the mind is becoming empty, all that liberated energy is channelized into the present moment. Your body begins to function at its natural best. You develop greater power of thought. yourself to experience that emptiness, calmness inside of you, all around you. Become aware of that calmness, stillness within you as you merge into your breath. All emptiness is energy. This is the quantum field of limitless dimensions, the field of infinite possibilities. The more you are with it, the more you tune in to the abundance of healing energy. empowerment energy, that energy of love, that energy of the mystic, or whatever you can become aware of. Into this emptiness of no body, of no thing. less matter, more emptiness and energy. As the mind is rested, you move away from this matter, your body. You experience that emptiness, energy, the feel of all connection, the field of all wisdom. The more you are in this calmness, emptiness, the more insightful you become, the more connected you become. Merge into the emptiness of yourself, your divine self. Receive your greater mind, that awareness. the more you are with it, the more you experience your intuitive intelligence. The more you develop that acceptance, and the more effortless life becomes. Friend, it's truly a privilege to be experiencing this life, to be exploring consciousness for a greater life at this time of history. Many are not so blessed. Can you express gratitude to everything and to everyone? Be grateful to this intelligent universe. To your parents, to your teachers, to your mentors. Deep gratitude to yourself, to your body. Give thanks to this nature, the mineral kingdom, the plant kingdom, the animal kingdom. Gratitude to all the people in your life, to everyone. To everything, the technology, the system, the companies, the governments. Gratitude is the ultimate state of receivership. recollect your experiences from the session. And whenever you're ready, you can keep your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds. And then open your eyes.
Welcome back, dear friends and masters. So lovely to see Dr. Dashrathji here, who we are so grateful for initiating. I was just thinking about him this morning for us here, that, I yet to be that discipline where he did the program before his work hour. For me, it's in the evening at the end of the day. But how one has to be disciplined to get ready, have everything lined up, and do the program, and then right to the work. So, eternally grateful, sir, to you to initiate this program and raising the bars for all of us. And I loved all your presentation, your simplicity, and the way you are spreading this love and energy everywhere. So, so grateful. And thank you for joining with us today.
Thank you, madam. Thank you. The session was so great, and meditation was so excellent today. Thank you, Sonalji, for the nice presentation. And thank you all the CEO team and Chandra sir for this great opportunity. So this is a very, very simple tool which will have a great impact on one's own life, and it will impact every life whichever you touch. So obviously in my life I had seen that great change in the way I visualize or deal with any situation, especially with my residents. So previously, as doctors, we will be dealing with so many people day in day out in very, very critical situations where errors will be there every minute, every hour, and obviously your colleagues will be part of it and you should deal with it. So previously, whenever I used to see an error, I will get disturbed, and I used to have that negative emotion towards my residents and the sisters, and then I used to correct. So internally, I am actually rejecting them. I am not accepting them as it is. Once I came into meditation, internally I just started to accept the situation as it is. Then I started the same correction, same intensity. So there is no change in the intensity of correction. But only the change is the intention. So previously the intention is coming out of my egocentric thing. Now the intention is love based. Just I want to improve the surroundings. I want to improve the standard of my resident. When the intention changes from this ego to love based correction, no, everything got changed. The residents previously they used to go away from me. They are backbiting against me. I could not understand. What I am doing? I am just saying the good thing for them so that they won't repeat such things in future. But still, they are not able to understand what I am intending about. But now the same intensity, same corrections, but still they are loving me. The acceptance is more. Implementation is more. They are comprehending the whatever the sessions we are giving so easily. So the only change is the internal emotion. So what emotion you are carrying about them, that speaks a lot even before we speak. So that's what I think Sonalji also emphasizing today. The energy we carry spreads even before we speak.
And I
Uh,
think, as it's your journey from being a boss to the leader, right? Where you become approachable. People are not scared to ask you questions. People are not
absolutely.
scared. So that's the difference, that we don't realize it because you've worked hard and you've done and you expect everyone to do the same. But
Yeah.
but everybody's different, right? They're doing
Yeah,
their
that's right.
best.
Yeah. So we have 5 fingers. We can't expect every finger as and the same thing. So that's the biggest lesson. I just started accepting everyone as it is and just complimenting each other. That's how a team will build up. Now it's a great team even when we are in a crisis of having only a bunch of people. When the requirement is 10 and we are 4 or 5, still we are doing greater and greater work in the department. So
Mhm.
that comes just because of great teamwork.
Right, right.
And we as critical care physicians in NICU will be dealing with so many sick babies where so much is happening, and the other team members will be there along with you, and everyone will be giving some suggestion or the other to do at that particular point. But obviously, even though 10 views will come, you need to do only one thing which is right. Only thing, one thing will be right at that point of time, but the suggestions will be so many at that particular point of time. So unless we have the clarity in that chaos, we can't take a decision with precision. So that thing will come with meditation that I am experiencing in day to day. I am seeing miracles in my clinical practice. So many babies, so many babies. The intuition will be so great. I don't know how that is coming to me at that particular point of time to take that particular decision. The very very crystal clear. So I think as clinicians, doctors, you all get connect to these situations. You'll be seeing one baby crashing and there are so many things happening with the baby. And when you can pick up the root cause for that thing, that's the say life saving intervention what you can do. But obviously in that chaos, obviously when you are not rooted in the peace within you, obviously that clarity won't come. And that will come with meditation, absolutely will come, and we should all practice it. That's why I wanted to spread this. We all want to spread this meditation to all medical fraternity, as we are all fortunate enough to be in that profession where where we are dealing with the lives directly, and we are in a state to influence so many people around us, nurses, doctors, patients, other hospital staff, who all will look up to a doctor. So once we follow this thing, and obviously everybody will be observing you what exactly and this is what so when I before I started teaching one, this is one dilemma I had. Now I wanted to teach my sisters. That's how I started. So if I teach meditation in the morning hours, 8 to 9 I used to take. So then after that they will be observing me. I'll be saying so nice things in the morning, and I will be under the scrutiny of them. What if I could not follow myself what I am preaching? What happens whether it will be, and they should not go against meditation if I am not following what I am preaching. Whatever my sessions are regarding meditation, they won't practice. If a preacher is not following, what else the student will do? So that was the dilemma. Then I thought it's okay. Let me put myself under that scrutiny. It will increase my awareness. Even if I go wrong at some point of time, I will go back and correct myself. So that's what in the four agreements, I will do my best. So even though I could not follow those three sometime, but again it will increase my awareness and I will do, and it will do good for me first of all. So I should not hesitate, resist myself from taking these sessions. So just I jumped it and did it, and now everything is working out. So I am saying, I am telling about meditation. I am doing the same level of medical practice, same amount of interaction with all my colleagues. The only inspiration what I got was at that point of time. There are so many spiritual institutions. They are running so big organizations with thousands of employees. Why can't I manage my 90 employees by teaching the same good principles? So when they are running such an organization, so the what will be the obstacle for me? So I too can. So that was the inspiration I got at that point of time. So it was all a great journey, and all thanks to Buddha CEO Chandra sir. So great amalgamation of a scientific content with our ancient wisdom. Wonderful content and a simple technique, and really we're all grateful to Patriji, who made spirituality a daily home word. He has taken spirituality to every door.
Yes.
That's a great thing, and he made everyone a master. That is the greatest thing.
Correct.
Everyone can teach anyone. You see, there are so many restrictions in many other areas of our spiritual organizations. So many restrictions, prerequisites. Here, he has taken the essence of spirituality and made it very simple, and gave to all. That is the greatest of this breath mindfulness meditation. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for
No, thank you, Dashad sir. I had a chance to meet him and we did a retreat together and we traveled from Rishikesh to Haridwar. So right there, I knew there's always a reason, dear friends, that we are here on this platform. Little did we know we're going to do the programs together like this, but the universe has plans, and it's the same way I met, Dr. Mrs. and Mr. and Mrs. Batra, TK sir, Kiran sir, now Padma madam, all of us, there's a reason why this is together. And you're right. We learn from everyone, but to realize that we all can teach this and take it somewhere else, and we are that I definitely thank Chandra sir and Buddha CEO to create this platform, to give us an opportunity, give us all the resources that we need so that we realize our own how we have it all in us. We just don't believe, we don't believe that we can be just sharing. Once you start realizing we're just sharing what we know, we're not teaching anybody. We're not really out there. We're just there. What worked for me, what transformed me, how am I doing things differently, and do the same way to all of us. So, eternally grateful for this platform to connect with all the masters. And I see more than everything else that we are doing, also, we are happy. We love what we do. And I can tell you, Dashrath sir, you're smiling so much more too. So I can see that change in you. Yeah, please take it, sir.
Yes. First of all, thank you, Sonalji, for a wonderful session today and sharing your wisdom. And Dashrath sir, you gave a wonderful presentation in a very short time. You gave a template for all of us to make this available. So I'm very grateful for that experience. Now, the question is, we all need to, with all what we have, the skill set, the training we have to scale it up to a level that there is a huge impact as healthcare providers, because we have gotten so many benefit to ourselves. The question is, can we make medical excellence, in what the healthcare providers do, and that way the patient outcomes are very meaningful. So I think again, Buddha CEO has given that platform and a great opportunity, as Sonal said, where we are going to take it to the next level. And we have a long way to go, but we have to start somewhere. And this is where we are starting, at least I can say. And again, we're all as a part of one team, and collectively we learn from each other. And it has been a wonderful experience. And again, appreciate Dashrath sir for giving that foundation for us to start with, and for being part of this journey. Thank you.
Thank you. And I think the way this program, of course, 11 days is a very brief, of what we are doing. But basically, the whole thing is designed in such a way that you understand mindfulness, understand, your breath, your connection to it. Then after, the next step is understand coherence. When can we feel oneness and coherence, starting with our own heart and brain, and how everything once starts working in coherence, understanding that emptiness, that energy. Once all of that is together, when we understand the mental and physical state, then we move forward with that emptiness, energy, understanding to manifestation, because you're right aligned to your own self. And that's when TK sir is going to be talking about briefly again about visualization, manifestation, and how when we keep saying our thoughts and feelings keep creating the reality. How? So if we are truly the creator, then we can't blame it on anybody else about anything, right? So in that case, then we have to be more responsible of our thoughts and our feelings, because we are the one who's creating. And that's what we learn in the next part of the program, manifestation. And together we can have the intention and manifestation that how together as a group we take this forward to all our healthcare workers. So it's important, you learn every day once you start having those intentions. Why am I doing this meditation today? It's for my mental health today. I'm feeling too heavy in my heart, so I'm going to do it for that. That's when you start realizing your own thoughts and feelings, become more aware of really where we are. You start talking to your own self. And as we say, the more energy and attention we put to our own self, that's where the universe will keep showing and give us more. So I've become more mindful of where I'm putting my attention. If I'm putting my attention into all this chaos and what's happening in the world, what's happening, where the bombing is happening, where is this happening, then that's what is going to create, because you're putting your attention all in there. You'll see that most of the people do a lot of news. And we also know that the news that we're watching is what they want us to watch. Is it really 100% true? So it's good to be aware, but at the same time, not be consumed by the fears and the anxiety and uncertainty. Because our role at this point, it hasn't come, it's come for a reason, where we believe that everything is happening for good. The golden era is starting. Everything that we see as destruction is part of reconstruction, regeneration. The new world is arising, the new earth is arising. And we as, healthcare workers, we as energy workers, we as energy beings, our role is to add that love and light and peace in it. So now you know where to put your attention and energy. With that, thank you, friends, again, for this beautiful platform, this beautiful time together. Thank you, Bhavya, ma'am. Any announcement?
Uh, yes, ma'am. I want to add one point about Dasrat sir. He is the first person from our team to write in prescription like breath mindful meditation every day.
Mhm.
Like,
Awesome.
Amazing. That's amazing. Yeah.
yeah, because I always used to tell Vani ma'am, like, I'll start when I will start working as a physician and all, I will include in my prescription like everyday breath mindful meditation for 40 minutes. But he is the first person to already write this from our team.
Right, the vitamin M.
Yeah, that is
Yeah,
very,
he
very
already
powerful.
added that.
Yeah. Thank you, Dashrath sir, for your inspiration. I just want to tell all my colleagues that this 11-day program, the things that you learn, I mean, we all knew this, but we are just putting it together, package it together. So I think each and every one of us is capable of delivering the program. Patriji said that if you know ABC, then you can teach that ABC to other, if you know more, you teach more. But I think we don't need to wait until we become perfect. That is not the intent. The intent is to spread meditation, amongst other people that we need, our patients, our colleagues. So I think I would encourage everybody to, first of all, meditate every day so that you experience the benefit. So you're more authentic. When you talk to other people, you are more authentic. And I know that, I mean, you will start seeing some benefits right away. So I think being mindful, being in that state of mindfulness will help us to relate to what we are going through, our thoughts and feelings and actions and speech, how we interact with people. And then I would encourage everybody to take up the coach program, which will give you a very solid foundation and more in-depth understanding about this, science of meditation. So this is the first step, but I think this curriculum will be available to everybody, whosoever is interested to, conduct this. And we, here would be very happy to be part of, if you want to take initiative, start this program in your community, you can count on all of us who are doing this, as part as your partner, and we can do it together. So idea is,
Yes,
no
yes.
matter where you are, whatever part of the world you are, I think it is our joint mission now, not only to benefit ourselves and our patients, our community, but everybody that comes across. And physicians are very well respected as leaders in the community, and therefore we automatically, have that kind of command, or we have that
Impact.
impact. Exactly. So I think it's a good idea that we take initiatives. Even in 11-day program, I think we all have learned so much, and it is easy for us to, present this, because we have been doing this presentation every day to our patients. So this is not hard to master. So I think we can work on even delivering this, taking this curriculum in your community, and we can all do it together.
Yeah, I think you're so right. And, we're starting our new flagship 40-day program, so people are welcome to join. I just saw actually yesterday on Buddha CEO app, most of the programs, everything is free. What latest program, I'm sure by now, who have joined new have downloaded Buddha CEO app. But also in that app, I saw there's a 40 days self-learning program, which means if you cannot stick to the schedule for whatever reason, there's a 40-day program that you can do it at your own pace. And it's got a very minimal charge to it. So if somebody say, a doctor or your kids who are physicians or in healthcare and they want to do this, and sometimes people feel comfortable doing on their own. So there is a self-paced program with a very minimal fees. I would highly recommend to look into it. But also on YouTube, these 40-day programs are available. So you can always follow. Same thing will happen when the new 40 days happen. There's a book clubs with it. There is also going to be coach program announcements. So as Batra sir said, once we do the coach program, it just gives you a little bit of understanding of, the mechanics and the logistics that you need in order for us to present or do the program. So it's very straightforward, simple, but so yeah, I did it for a different reason, but here I am. So eternally grateful for all of you, and definitely inspiring Dashrath sir, for amazing work that you started, and so much of your staff is already benefited, and so may we all feel empowered just like you to share this to all our colleagues and places that we work. So thank you.
Thank you.
A small announcement. Today from morning 8 o'clock to 10 a.m. IST, Patriji movie was released in selected theaters across the India. It is a wonderful opportunity and a great blessing for everyone who has the chance to watch it. And there is also a Connect program which held every day from 6:30 to 7 p.m. IST. Anyone who wish to continue their evening meditation is encouraged to join the group meditation. Thank you.
The movie's in Telugu though, right, Bhavya?
It has subtitles actually in English.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay. Is
Yeah,
it going
yeah.
to be on YouTube? We can watch it from here?
Uh,
I think it is
for
released
now, I
in
also
theaters
don't
only.
know, ma'am.
Theaters only. I think in Atlanta
Oh.
they are releasing it probably next week. I think,
Okay.
yeah, 25th, yeah.
Okay.
Once I'll talk with the team and I'll let you know.
Okay. Okay.
Hmm.
All right. Thank you, everyone.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
Kiran sir, for being so patient. It's already late for him. It's 10:20 for him.
Yes.
Thank
But
you.
the thing is, Kiran sir, is vitality, energy looks the same from
Yes.
start to finish. Is exactly the same. Thank you, sir.
Yes.
Kiran sir.
Yes.
We appreciate you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Good night, everybody.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you very much.
Good night.
Thank you. I want to say thank you. Thank you. Thank you. 'Cause I'm so grateful.
Good night.
So grateful. Oh, grateful. I'm so grateful. So I want to say thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit.